Hello everyone, and
Hello.
again Victor with us. And we continue our previous subject about 4 AI airplanes. C-47, Listen of 2, Tupolev 2, Tutu,
Tutu. And B-29.
Да, and Super Fortress. So today is a part about answering your questions. And first of all, I want to say thank you that you are asking these questions, you following our pulse. And it's a big pleasure for us that you pay attention to this, and it's a pleasure for us to answer to you. So let's start. And the first question, maybe it's more about my part. So why these planes are AI only in Korea? To be short, we have described in our previous brief rooms and dev diaries that we have a new level of visual quality of airplanes, and the first and the most it's about interiors, cockpits. So to be fair, developing cockpit in Korea may be 2.5 times more resource consuming or expensive than it was in great battles. And you will see the visual result of all these efforts. You will see that all this worth, all this resource we spent for this. But this is mean when we talk about multi-seater airplane, right, which have many crew member workstations. We need to spend 5 times more resources to develop player-controlled bomber, for example, when it was in great battles. So developing player-controlled Super Fortress for Korea will cost maybe a half of budget of Korea. So this is not good because we still need to be profitable. All what we spending for our future projects, we should gather from the market. It's only way to survive. So we got to be reasonable in what we are developing. But let's put here some positive notes, right? In Pacific, which we will start to develop soon, we spoiler. We plan to try to develop 2 multi-crew airplanes, and this is
B-25, Mitchell, and PBY, Catalina.
Yeah, Catalina.
B-25 because we need it. It was widely used as a striker and bomber. And Catalina because it's cool.
Because it's Catalina.
Because it's
cool.
Yeah.
Very, very famous and very lovely plane, to be fair. And if this experience with Catalina and B-25 will be successful, at least it will income from selling these airplanes will at least cover the expense. Then we will try to spread this experience, to share this experience back to the Korea. And in Korea, answering one of next questions, in Korea it will be, if it will be so
Invader, yeah. A-26, B-26.
Yes, but we're not promising it at the point. We just tell about what is our ideas about this subject, right? So I think that's enough about that. So let's switch to next one. And what types of missions were flown in Lisanov 2T during the Korean War?
Supply transportations and maybe med evacuations. And of course, player will be able to intercept it when encounter these airplanes. That's it. Mostly like transports.
Next question is creating of Tupolev 2 really worth the effort? Wasn't it its combat use in Korea limited a few missions in late 1955?
Well, yeah, it's used very limited, but actually we need at least one bomber for the right side, and basically for the needs of the gameplay and playability of the game, because if there will be no bombers at all,
Yeah.
it will be quite.
Just imagine, there is no Lisunov 2 and there is no Tupolev 2 airplanes in AI airplanes in our game. So and you playing, let's say, Saber Squadron in career, and all your routine is consist about air patrols,
Air patrols and patrols.
the air patrols, sometimes air patrols.
Yes.
Maybe if you will play Corsair, okay, you will bomb tanks sometimes. That's all. So to make your gameplay more interesting, more immersive, of course, we need to make it more разнообразный.
Versatile.
Yeah. So this why we're doing these airplanes, knowing that their usage in Korean War was not very
Widespread.
widespread, right? Next one. This question we have answered already. Will any of these will be playable? Any of these? So no. We talked about Invader. But of these, talking about Tupolev 2, if we will back to Eastern Front
Yeah.
one day,
Yes.
in that case, Tupolev 2 will be, I'm sure about this. B-29, it's very expensive. I don't know, maybe Kickstarter, something like this.
Well, most problem is about time consuming and the resources.
It costs like 6 fighters.
6 fighters to build, yeah.
Yeah, so very, very scary thing to start to develop, to be fair.
It's actually also depends on the quality, and everyone don't want an empty cockpit of the B-29. He needs a good quality with all the instruments and stuff modeled. Yes.
For instance, we can discuss about airplane where pilots workstation will be modeled very detailed, like all our fighters, and all gunner stations will be modeled like I don't know, like in tank workstation in War Thunder, just some kind of vignette, black vignette,
with sighting station,
without any 3D model of a cockpit. So, but I think you will not
like it. Yes.
Not like it. So, very hard question about.
Because, as example, on a gunner station on the back pressurized cabin, there's huge volume. When all the gunners with the central pedestal and side domes with the sighting stations on it, and that it one volume for this.
Yeah, one room. So, what went into the decision to model the C-47 and Lisunov 2 rather than much below, I don't L-20 and Antonov 2?
Well, because we already have 3D models of C-47 at Lisunov, and we were able to shorten the development of these airplanes and to make it in Korea. So the choice was between do we will have transport airplanes or not.
Yeah.
And because of we were able to cut some time and resources with the use of old models, we chose to have transport airplanes rather than not have them.
Yep. Actually, choice was very simple and obvious. Is there any chance to get B-26 as counterpart of Tupolev 2? So
we already told about it before. There is a chances about it.
This is, let's say exactly, there is a chance. We're not promising it. So we need to see how B-25 and Catalina will go in the Pacific. If okay, then we will back to.
Well, for Invader, it's actually a little bit simpler for the other multi-seater because on the pilot's cabin there's two crew members, pilot and co-pilots sitting side by side. And on the back cockpit, we maybe can make just there was a gunner which used electrically controlled turrets, and we can make a kind of sight on just like in tanks. So when you move to the back cockpit, you will just have a. That's it. Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. Next question. In your opinion, why it is important to have transport aircraft in combat flight simulator? So,
for the variety of missions,
Yeah.
just to have transport airplanes which you can hunt on and which you can maybe see, escort them.
yeah. And why this is AI airplane.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
to have player-controlled transport plane, of course, we will not compete with Microsoft Flight Simulator with all its ability to make transportation missions, right? But as a target, as a part of a mission of a scenario, it's very important to have, and we have explained above why it's so important. So, out of these 4 planes, which is your favorite? So this is a very personal question. So,
Well, mine is 2-2 because it's actually I really want to have it on the Eastern Front. It will be quite different from the one which we'll have because it's earlier appearance, but it's very cool. It's fast. It have a lot of bombs, and it can take a punch and take it back with its fixed fire forward Schwab cannons.
talking about me, it's more sad story because Victor have a chance to his dream come true, right? In future when we'll switch to Eastern Front. In my case, this is B-29. Damn, I love this plane. This huge beast, I'm in love with it. But as we have told above, my dream have much less chances to come true.
Well,
but maybe,
knows?
who knows? Maybe if Catalina will go super popular, then maybe this has become.
Well, maybe there was
True.
some kind of third-party team which will try to
Yeah, maybe
make it.
this. Yeah. How does the Listenov 2T differ from Listenov 2 in Great Battles? So we have described this already in previous.
In Great Battles, we have armored version of transport bomber airplane. In Korea, we will have clean transport version. And actually, it was post-war production of LA2 with different oil coolers. So late model.
Will the B-29 gunnery system be modeled? This means centralized turret control. So, to be fair, while it's AI plane, you have no chance to understand from external, is it
work or is it not?
Yeah, so it's just firing. But from our hand, actually it will be. Two turrets will be
divided into.
we not divided, vice versa. They will be joined in 2 pairs, so controlled by 2 control stations, and third one, tail one, will be separated. So yes, some kind of centralized control will be used in Korea while it's still a plane, but yes, it will be. So, will the C-47 be able to drop flares for battlefield elimination?
Not yet.
Yep, because to make really good, really working elimination bomb, we need to much increase the radius of light sources, the lighting from the light sources. And this is very performance consumpting. Yeah. So this what is stopping us from doing this, because actually, if not this, we have all technologies to do this. But maybe one day, because actually I really want to have this. will the game model the electronic warfare tactics used by B-29s, such as chaff deployments and radar jamming? And how effective are these countering enemy defenses? So let's talk a bit of which kind of electronic warfare have the B-29, right?
Yeah, it's electronic jamming and chaff. It's an equation, chaff dispersion.
So it have it in Korea, right?
Yeah, yeah. They used it.
Yeah. So idea while it's AI plane, idea is that this can be implemented without super rocket science about how electronic warfare system works. So we know the result how it should be. And how it should affect the raiders. And while we will have aviation control raiders in Korea, we plan to do this, and player will cooperate with his radar stations, right? He will contact with them and can receive some kind of targeting from them. So if target have UV system on, it will affect how precise the information from radar which is received by player, right? And this is not so hard as you think. So will B-29 be able to carry nuclear weapons?
Well, no. We talked about it before as a program which called it Silver Plate, with when B-29s was re-equipped to carry nuclear weapons, and actually it wasn't the same like regular B-29s.
Yeah, it was another plane.
As example, an LOG was B-29A with removed armaments and modified to carry nuclear bomb. So
it have no turrets except rear one, right?
Yeah.
And its bomb bay was significantly modified.
Yeah, to get bomb in.
So it's actually a different plane.
And actually, it's quite a problem for the people expectation, because someone will have nuclear weapons, someone not.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, and to be fair, we have looked how nuclear weapons are modeled in War Thunder. I don't know how it's right now. It was some time ago, but before it was just the end of a mission. So if someone have dropped nuclear bomb in
game over.
Target location, it was just cool animation and game over. In our game engine, it should be just the part of the scenario after which we have a continuation of this scenario. So this means that all damage this nuclear weapon provides to all objects in its radius should be transferred via network. And we afraid this just cause a network gaming jam. So in single player, it's doable. We know how to do this. But still, while it's not used in Korea, fortunately, historically it was not used in Korea, and while it was another B-29, another its modification, which have dropped it, so we don't plan to do this at the moment. Will the C-54 Skymaster also be added in the game as a collector plane? So
it's fast transport with the four engines. Its civil version was a DC-4.
It's very beautiful plane, but still it's very hard to compete about transport plane gameplay with Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Well, it mostly depends, because in case if you have to choose between something to make, maybe let's say if we talk about Pacific, not Korea, will we choose another bomber plane or another float plane as as decorations? I think it's better choose will be full float plane instead of Skymaster.
Yeah.
But maybe, who knows?
Yeah, and once again, if you talk about career, what to do if you have opportunity to do multi-crew plane? Invader or Skymaster. Of course, it will be Invader.
In case of not Invader, Sea Fury or maybe Meteor.
Yep. Don't spoil.
Maybe Sky Raider.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Will it be 2.4 skin for B29?
We saw it stars.
Yeah. Because as we know, 2.4 is how to say?
Almost a copy of B29. Yeah. Re-engineered model.
From my point of view, it's not very very big meaning in this, because actually 2.4 is a different plane. Yeah, it's copy, but it's not 100% copy. It have different weapons, it have different engines, and some other elements of the plane. So just put skin with stars on it, it's not very historical. But
I think maybe we will add it, yes.
Maybe
Why
yes, as some kind of event for April 1st, yes. Who knows? Maybe yes, because I'm sure that it will be demonstrations with transparency.
Then we're going back to the question of about nuclear weapons.
Yeah. Will be night missions for B-29 or other planes in
Yes,
Korea?
of course, because it's one of the sites of the use of actually all airplanes in the Korea. Because after, as I've told in the part about B-29, in 1952, in the middle of on the start, they mostly switched to the night operations. And as we have LA-11, which will mostly used as night fighter, also MiG-15 was used as night fighters. It's a very big part of the Korea gameplay, actually. So it will be used as well, yes.
Okay. So, and the last question. Will B-29 carry guided bombs like Razon or Tarzan?
Not for the moment, because I always messed up Tarzan and Razon. Tarzan was a huge bomb. It was kind of 5 ton, which was there was some modifications of bomb bay for the B-29 to be able to carry it. So it was cut, and there was radar was put it on the forward of the bomb bay. So it's not, because it's a lot of changes. And maybe Razon, because it was a 1,000-pound bomb with just tail modifications.
There is a question of is it really needed? Because while it's AI plane, is there a big difference for player what it's dropping? Because AI have a good bomb aiming. If it have high level, it will hit the target anyway. If it have low level, it will miss it with some kind of chance. So making a special technology for guided bombs, it's doable. But is it really needed to spend time for this right now? If we will have a bomber plane with which will be player controlled and it will have guided bombs, then yes, it will have a good reason to make them, of course. But for AI planes, I don't know. For the moment, we do not plan this actually. But who knows? So guys, once again, thank you that you asking all these questions. It's this time this is a very cool list of questions. It was very pleasure to answer to you, and please ask more questions for next brief rooms. We will post the polls for your questions, and of course, please subscribe to our channels. Set your likes, follow us on our social medias. And thank you, Victor, and thank you, everyone. See ya.